welcome to They Call Me Suki. I'm Suki. If you're new, thank you for joining me. If you're returning, thank you for coming back. I really appreciate your time. If you would do me a favor and subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and that helps me out a lot in growing my channel. Welcome back, guys. I haven't been on in a long time. My eyes are very tight right now. I don't know why. I think I'm just very sleepy. So I just wanted to get on and give another life update. So in the last video, I know I talked about budgeting and a little bit about my recovery from the ACDF surgery and then also being laid off. So I had said I wasn't going to really do another video because I wasn't getting the views, but I decided to keep trying and keep pushing. So a little bit of an update. We'll start with my health. So as you all know, if you have watched my previous videos, I had ACDF surgery in August of 2024. It's been about 8 months and I'm not 100% recovered, but I'm getting there. So if you don't know, ACDF surgery is anterior cervical discectomy with fusion. And I had it from C3 to C7 and 2 bones removed. So basically my entire cervical spine, which is my neck, has been replaced. So if you look at some of the previous videos, you'll see me in a cervical collar. And I no longer wear the collar. I have put it on once or twice in the last month. And that's when I just had a lot of pain after physical therapy. But overall, I don't have to wear the collar anymore. So I'm hoping when I go back for my 9-month post-op, which is next month, everything will be good. I'm going to have an x-ray. So as far as that, I'm doing really well. I'm actually driving, guys. That's one of the updates. I am actually driving now. No more access paratransit for me, or Uber and Lyft. So I've been driving for about 2 weeks. It hasn't been super easy, but it has been doable. And I've been able to drive out to see my husband, which is amazing and great. And I'm looking forward to him coming home. He'll be coming home in June. So for those of you who don't know, my husband had 2 massive strokes back in 2017, which left him paralyzed on one side and with dementia. So because I had to have surgery, I had to place him in a facility, which is a congregate home. So it's a house with 6 other patients, and he has his own room. So he's ready to come home. I'm ready for him to come home. I'm just trying to get them to release him. So I'm running into some roadblocks with that. But I trust God everything will be okay. My social worker is gone. My nurse is gone. Well, the nurse isn't gone, but they removed the nurse from me. So everybody on the case is new. So I finally got a call today, and apparently they have not read the note. So I have the boss's number from my previous social worker. She gave me that information before she left. I had a great relationship with her. So this person doesn't know what she's talking about. So I just got to fight to get my husband back. So that's where I'm at with that. And the next thing that I've been dealing with, I have been exhausted since the surgery. And at first, they thought it was because I had, and I don't know what just happened to the lighting. At first, they thought that it was because the surgery, I lost a little bit over half my blood, which is not normal. And they did not give me a blood transfusion. I'm looking to see what's going on with my computer. So I'm recording through my computer, so it's a little grainy. I'm going to get a webcam to do these recordings. So anyhow, so they were giving me iron, which I'm still on, folic acid and everything. So, and a whole bunch of other vitamins, CoQ10, vitamin B1, vitamin D, just a whole host of things that I was deficient in after the surgery. But a lot of those numbers have gone up to normal with me being on the medication. So I'm still on it, and they're trying to just get me over that hump. So I still continue to be tired. So they finally were able to, and I'm a hard stick for blood draw. So I was finally able to get my blood drawn about 3 weeks ago. And I found out literally now 2 weeks that my cortisol level was very, very low. almost to the point where there was nothing there, which is very, very dangerous. And so I forget what the terminology they use, but basically the adrenal gland is not producing cortisol. And cortisol is the stress hormone. So it also, with it being deficient, it can make you exhausted. So that's one thing. It can also make your muscles hurt, your joints hurt. And I haven't been experiencing all of that. But mainly it's been the exhaustion. And unfortunately for me, when you have a low cortisol level, you should lose weight. Because if you have a high cortisol level, it makes you gain weight. But unfortunately for me, I've gained more weight. That's why I was like, why am I gaining weight? I'm not eating. And that's the other thing. It doesn't make you hungry. You don't have an appetite. But when I was reading, it said if you are trying to lose weight, you can actually gain weight even though you have a low cortisol level, because it makes you crave sugar and salt. And I noticed I have craved sugar and salt. So I wasn't really eating, but I was snacking on sweet stuff and salty stuff. So now that I am aware of that, I'm trying to be very conscious about what I'm eating, because they have placed me on steroids, which can also cause weight gain. I am very short and don't have any more room to get bigger. So I'm working very hard to lose weight, and hopefully with the medication I'm on, my exhaustion will get better and the pain that I've been experiencing will diminish. And so what they found out, I think it's called adrenal insufficiency is what they call, where the adrenal gland is not producing cortisol because it thinks that it already has enough in the body. And what I found out, because I have been getting these epidurals from my back and my shoulder, because I had a torn rotator cuff, so I was getting a lot of those last year. I got about 4, because you're only allowed to get 4 in a year. But then I just had one probably a month ago in my back. Well, and I've been getting injections in my back from East West Medicine. So, and acupuncture. So what I found out from my doctor searching, I had to go see an endocrinologist. She reached out to all the doctors. So thankfully, all my doctors are at the same medical system. So even though they're spread out all across Southern California. So what she found out is that what she found out is that, this is my husband. I'm going to decline. So what she found out, sorry about that, guys. What she found out is that each of those shots has steroids, which is telling the adrenal gland not to produce the cortisol because it feels like it already has enough. So, yeah, so that's what they think it is. So she doubled the medication, because they tried to do a test this week, but they only can get my labs once. So what the test entails, they do a blood draw, so that gives them a baseline of your cortisol level. Then after that, they give you an injection of cortisol. You wait 30 minutes, and they're supposed to draw your blood again. And then after that, you wait another hour, and they draw your blood again. And that's to see if your body is absorbing it and producing it. And the cortisol level would go up. But unfortunately for me, they only can get the labs done once. So the initial draw was in my hand, and then after that, they could not find the vein. So, sorry, my phone. They couldn't find the vein. So they couldn't do the test. So the other alternative of what she is doing, she doubled the medication. So she said, take the medication all the way until Friday, and I should feel better. As of today, it's Thursday. I don't feel better. I'm very tired right now. Hence, my eyes were closed. And not to mention, I'm kind of in the dark in the house. So, I don't know what that means, but I know a low cortisol level, she told me, is very dangerous. Yeah, it's very dangerous. And I don't want that. And then the other thing that's been going on, I had a abdominal surgery a few years ago, I think it was, or maybe 2 years ago, because over the course of about 5 years, I kept getting an abscess in my belly button. Well, that ended up being from a surgery that was all the way in 2012. The doctor botched me badly, and I knew it was a terrible surgery back then. But he also left sutras in my body, and it took literally over 10 years, I think it was, for this to start, and I kept getting an infection. I kept getting an abscess in my belly button. So finally in 2023, they did an exploratory surgery, and that was the year I was supposed to have the cervical spine surgery, but because I had the abdominal surgery, they had to cancel it because it was a week before I ended up in the hospital. And so when they did the surgery, and they sent it to pathology, that's what they found, a sutura that was left in my abdominal cavity that was causing me infection, and it started over 10 years, and it just kept happening, very painful. So now I still have pain. I literally have no belly button because they removed all of that area from my abdomen. And so I just had a scan done yesterday, and the doctor reached out to me today and said that there is a small hernia in that area. The umbilica is what they call it. So she is going to refer me over to surgery. So I'm going to have to stop the video, guys, and start it over. My husband keeps calling. He may want dinner. All right, I'm back. I hope I can edit this video to bring them together. I'm not sure how to do that, but I will figure it out. So yeah, that was my husband calling. He has dementia, so he forgets that he's calling me. Just before I started this video, I was on with him and he wasn't talking. He just stopped talking. He was watching TV, and I could hear him laughing, and I'm calling him, and he didn't say anything, so I hung up. So he called me during the video, then he called back. So and there's this box up here. I hope it's not showing. I don't know what this is, but if you see it, just ignore it because I don't know why it's there. So I think I was talking about the hernia. So yeah, I'm going to be referred over to surgery, which I really don't want because I'm really trying to get my husband home. And abdominal surgery is no joke. When I had the abdominal surgery, he was here, and I still had to get up and cook and help with taking care of him. That's not good. So, and I don't want to have another surgery because getting to my job. So my job is still not certain, and it's even more uncertain now because, as we know, with things going on with the Trump administration, I work for a nonprofit, and a lot of our grants come from the federal government. So 2 days ago, we got an email, an executive director got an email from the Department of Justice abruptly stopping 2 of our grants. No time to tell the clients to get their stuff in so we can give them their money. It was just, it's over. No more billing. That's it. So that left like 12 other people with no clients. Well, I shouldn't say no clients, off of clients. So they need to be reassigned. I'm going to need to be reassigned. So what are they going to do with 13 people? So they have been thinking to move me on to the internal team, which I'm like, great, amazing. But there still was no guarantee. But at least we had a conversation. The director of accounting was saying he wanted me to start helping with the budgets, which we have a lot of budgets for the community partners, but he wanted me to help with the actual company budget, internal, which I'm like, cool, put me on the internal accounting team. That's my bag. That's what I do. This other stuff, I took it because I needed a job, but I enjoy doing the other stuff that they're doing. So now, I don't know. So we will wait and see. So I've been working on some other things, and like they say, I got a lot of irons in the fire. So I'm just working on some other things, trying to make sure I'm not unemployed in a few months. Yeah, I got a husband to take care of, and I got to take care of myself. So that's my health update, my job update, and let's get to the budget update. So I still have the budget. I have to confess, this last pay period has been no bueno. My husband has been asking for food literally every day. And I have been ordering and sending food for him through DoorDash and Grubhub because I saw what they have been giving him. I went there on the weekends and I actually saw the size. My husband is a big guy. He's lost quite a bit of weight, and I see why, because they're not feeding him. But to give you an example, he's a big guy, and they gave him 3 taquitos. Taquitos, 3. That was supposed to be dinner. One Sunday. I had just left, so I saw what it was. And because I had brought him lunch. So he called me. He's like, "Baby, I'm hungry." I'm like, "Hungry? I bought you lunch, so I can't buy you dinner." I'm like, "Just eat what they have." He's like, "They only gave me 3 tacos." I'm like, 3 tacos? I'm like, "Well, that should be enough." He's like, "No, the little small ones." I'm like, "The taquitos?" He's like, "Yes, I'm hungry." So when he was talking to me, the nurse came in. And so she asked the CNA, "What did he give him?" He said 3 taquitos. And she's like, "No, that's not enough for him." And so she told me, "Oh, I got a frozen pizza. I'll give him a frozen pizza." First of all, that's not healthy. He's diabetic. None of this stuff is healthy. So I'm trying to send him healthier foods, but it's hard to do that when he's not home. And overall, they do give healthy foods, but on the weekends, they don't have a cook. So the cook makes the food on Fridays. And if for whatever reason she doesn't, they have little frozen snack foods that they give them. And I even witnessed one of the other patients. She's ambulatory, but she has dementia. And so one day she was saying, and this was a week before, she was hungry for lunch. And the nurse insisted that she eats oatmeal. She's like, "Oh, you like oatmeal? You love oatmeal." And she's like, "No, I want tacos. I want tacos." You know that's a California thing. Everybody want tacos. And so she's like, "Oh, you like oatmeal?" She's like, "I want tacos." So she proceeds to make her 1 pack of instant Quaker oatmeal and gives it to her. She's like, "What is this?" She's like, "It's oatmeal." She's like, "I don't want oatmeal. I want tacos." And so I told them, I'm like, if the lady wants tacos, and I have a heart for older people, such a cute little lady, I said, I will buy her some tacos and have them delivered. "Oh, no, you don't have to do that." I'm like, "But she wants tacos." And so the CNA's like, "Oh, I'm going to make her a ham and cheese sandwich." And so they make the ham and cheese sandwich and take it to her. And they're like, "Oh, she's going to change her mind." But she was not changing her mind about those tacos. So when they took her the ham and cheese sandwich, she's like, "What is this?" And they're like, ham and cheese. She's like, "Ham and cheese? What about the chips? There's no chips." I was outdone. So I went back to my husband's room, and I had brought some food that day that I cooked. So I'm trying to remember what it was, but I don't remember. But I know I took him some food. That's what made me realize the weekends are crappy. I never really paid much attention because usually when I go, it's usually on Saturday, and I just automatically order him lunch, just because I'm there. And I know the food is not that great, and it's hard, just me knowing when I was in the hospital in rehab, that the food is bad. They put you on a specific diet that's nasty, and you can't get up to get what you want. And then me experiencing needing to leave a hospital because they were abusing me, and my family not coming to get me, just abandoning me. It's heartbreaking, and it hurts. So that's why I tried to be there for him, and that's why I wanted to help the other older lady. And her family does pick her up a lot. She's gone a lot. They do pick her up on the weekends. But she, like I said, she's ambulatory. So I think she's just there because she has dementia. They probably don't want her to run off. And she's not really super old. So, because I saw her daughter and her granddaughter, and she doesn't look to be that old. But, you know, you don't have to be that old. So anyhow, So that's a little bit about that. So my job, the budgets, me going off budget and buying him more food, and then even me, I've noticed that I have ordered some food. Not a lot. I've been really, really mindful of not eating out, but I did eat out yesterday, which really was terrible because I had to leave really early to get to him, which is all the way in Sun Valley and is very far from me. It's almost a 2 hour drive. And so I had to get there to do a Zoom call with him and then go to my own doctor, which was probably like another hour and a half going another direction for my test, which I hate going out there because it's just too far and too much traffic. And then me still just starting to drive, I was very exhausted when I got home and very, very sick from the stuff they had me drink to do the CT. It wasn't the barium, the white stuff. It was some clear stuff. It didn't taste bad. It tastes like Diet Sprite, a lemon lime soda, but it made me very sick. And then the stuff that they give you, the IV dye in your arm, all of that. I mean, I was just going to the bathroom a lot, and I just felt very, very sick. And I don't want to be TMI, but very gassy. So I went to sleep. Yeah, so it was a rough night, and today I feel better. So that's a little bit of update about the budget. So I went off budget basically. I'm still following it to the best of my ability. It was just the only area that I really messed up in is ordering more food out for him, and then a couple of times for me, not much for me, because I have food here, and now I have the ability to stand up longer. So I have been cooking my breakfast. I usually don't eat lunch because I eat breakfast really late. So I'll have just dinner, lunch and dinner. So yeah, so I haven't went off too bad. And then not to mention, this month he had a little extra money, which I was really trying to budget for something else, because I don't know what it was with Social Security gave back a refund, I guess, for the money he paid for something. I don't remember what it was. But he had a little extra money left because I budget everything, and we don't touch his VA money to the best of our ability. One, because I can't really get to it, and then I work, so I pay for whatever else he needs. So I allowed him to order more, and I used that extra money he had, so it really didn't come out of the budget. It would have been nice to have to put that money back, but in our defense, I got a refund check from a surgical center when I got the epidural on my back. I did 3 weeks ago. They sent back the $135, so that money can apply to what he spent that I wanted to save for something else. I just haven't cashed that check yet, so we're pretty much on target, but I still want to limit the ordering out because it's expensive. So that's that with the budget. So those are some life updates I just wanted to share. And so let's give an update about the channel. So I have decided to continue on with this channel. Not really sure 100% of what direction I'm going to go, but I know my target audience was completely off when I was doing it. I said I wasn't getting the views. So I have a nano degree in digital marketing, and I just didn't do the SEO portion correctly because I was watching like a lot of other YouTubers when they were talking about, oh, YouTube is easier now for small creators, and I was trying to like link myself up with these YouTubers, and it just didn't work because they're a lot younger and their audience is not my audience. I'm 57, so what I realized in thinking about this, my target audience is pretty much number one, women, late 40s, mid to late 40s, and in their mid 50s and above. So anywhere from 45 on up basically 45, I would say, to 65 would be my target audience, female. I'm not saying I'm limiting my target to only women, but if I'm actually niching down, it would be women age 45 to 65. That's my target audience. So basically, if someone else wanted to listen to me just because they want to learn from an experienced woman, if they're younger, then that would be a-okay with me. If it's a man, I am absolutely okay with that. But my target audience would be female, ages 45 to 65, and possibly above, because those people are typically on Facebook and now YouTube. So that's who I would be targeting. So if I am to do SEO correctly, which is search engine optimization, which to get the algorithms to find me and place me in front of those groups, then that's who I need to be targeting when I put my description, when I talk about my channel description, my video description, my tags, all should be SEO centered around that target audience. And that's really the only way that I'm going to get the views that I want and need. So with that in mind, I'm going to play around with this video and try to fix my SEO, because I deleted it from my channel when I just really took the videos down. I did put all the videos back, but I don't have any channel description. I don't have any search engine optimization turned on. When I say turned on, me putting it there, the information that which with keywords. So I'm gonna change that, and we'll see how it works. The other thing I'm thinking is, what am I talking about? What am I talking about? So if you guys are hearing this video and you want to tell me some topics you want me to talk about, so I'll give you an idea of what I know. Because the best thing for me to talk about is what I know. And if it's something that you need, then I would be your go-to. So I am, as you know, I'm an accountant. I'm a certified public accountant. I'm a life insurance health agent. I'm a notary. I also do loan signing agent. I'm a loan signing agent notary. I do traditional notary, which they call general notary work, as well as loan signing agent. I want to get into being an apostille, so I'm working on studying for that. And a potential YouTuber is what I'm trying to be as well. I have been a business owner, currently still working on my accounting practice, trying to decide if I want to do that. Which I probably will, or if I just want to do life insurance, because I'm very interested in IULs. And if you don't know what that is Index Universal Life Insurance, which will help you, since we have all of this stuff going on in the economy now with the new Trump administration and the stock market crashing. We don't know what's going on. We don't know what's up, what's down. But when your stock market is dropping, you're losing part of your retirement. My 401k probably has been hit. And I am guilty also for not getting an IUL, just because I didn't really think about it. And I'm a life and health insurance agent. I just really didn't think about it. I really didn't bother with the life and health insurance that much, because I have been dealing with this thing about my neck the whole time I've had the license. So my focus was really my health. So that's another thing that I can talk about, because with the IUL, what it is, you get life insurance, but it has a cash surrender value attached to that. So which means you can get money, a living benefit. So you can get money not only when you die, but when you're living. And basically, it's just like any 401k. You can borrow from that money and pay it back. But the only good thing about this, if you borrow from it, you still are accumulating money as you pay it back. So there's a ceiling and a floor. The ceiling is whatever percentage that you get, say, for instance, 9%, your ceiling. So as long as the stock market is going up, your money is going to accrue and generate 9% interest on your money, the value. But if the stock market crashes, there's the floor, which means your profits you won't lose any money. You won't lose any money because it's indexed on the stock market. But if the stock market falls, then you're flat, which means you don't lose any money, but you don't gain any money. So your money is safe. So that's why it's good. And you can use this for educational purposes for your children. You can use this for your retirement. You can use it for final expenses. So that's the beauty of this. You can borrow from it. You can be your own bank if you want to buy a house, if you get sick, if you need a car, you have emergency, you want to pay for your child to go to school. So that's why I think IULs are awesome. So that's something that I'm looking to do. But unfortunately, the company that I'm with right now, they sell IULs, but they're only allowing certain agents to do it. So I am connected with another company, but I kind of had some issues with them and what they were said to me. The guy I was working on, very rude. So I got to decide what I want to do. So, but if I don't even sell it, I know information. I can talk about it on the channel. I would like to be the source for people that they can actually buy it from me. But if not, that's fine. If I can give you the information, you go someplace else. You watching the channel and subscribing would be great. But that would also be a benefit to me. So that's what we know. So we know I'm a CPA. I know accounting, bookkeeping. I know tax. I'm not the greatest tax person because I haven't done taxes full time in a while, but I still know. I'm good at nonprofits. I know the 990 tax form. I've done corporate taxes, C Corps, S Corps. So these are things that I know. I've done individuals. I've done Schedule C's. So I think that I have a wealth of knowledge. I know digital marketing. I can help in a lot of things. I know about caregiving. I know about strokes. I know about the VA system because I'm dealing with all of these things. I've been a caregiver for my mother, my father, my husband, myself. I just had major surgery. So these are things that I can help you navigate through, like the healthcare system, because it is something that you have to navigate. I can help you advocate for yourself. So if these are things that you're interested in, I mean, that's what I'm just saying. These are things that people in my age bracket deal with. So yeah, I'm a breast cancer survivor. So again, these are things that people my age deal with. Yeah. So anyhow, that's the direction I'm thinking I'm going. I don't see myself walking around with a camera vlogging. Never say never. It's a possibility, but I don't see that happening. My videos are grainy because I'm filming from my laptop. So I had a therapy session. I have therapy, psychotherapy. Your girl's been through a lot. So especially when I found my brother deceased during COVID, and then dealing with the loss of a lot of family members and my husband getting sick. So it took a toll on me, and I just was, I don't want to say an emotional wreck, but I needed someone to talk to. So it's a free service through the Medi-Cal waiver right now. I have actually been having it once a week for 3 years, and it's video. So I discovered today with him, he has a webcam, and he comes out so clear. And how I found out, his camera cut off, and it switched to like the computer, and it was so grainy. But then when he got back to the webcam, I'm like, oh my God, it's so clear. So I used to work with Intuit, and we had a webcam. They gave us webcams to work with. So I'm going to get a webcam. So the next video, hopefully I'll have it before I do the next video, and it'll be clearer, not so grainy. And I do have better lighting in here. I just haven't turned it on because it gets very, very hot. And as you see, I'm wearing this. I'm back to wearing, and that's another thing. I'm back to wearing my hair braided because I lost a lot of hair when I took my hair down. And people were like, oh, that's because you didn't lose hair because that's just old hair growth and it just comes out. No. Low cortisol level causes your hair to come out. So that's why my hair is very, very thin. I have length, but the thickness is gone. And your girl has some thick hair. Thick hair. So that's why I have my hair cornrowed again, trying to get the thickness back. So I will probably be wearing my, I don't know what you call these bonnets. I don't know what they are, turbans, um, a lot. Because right now the braids are now 3 weeks old, coming Saturday, and I'm due to go back in. I have been going every 2 weeks, but I really needed a week off to take care of some stuff. So I opted to do 3 weeks. And I think I'm going to go every 3 weeks because I just really don't want to sit in the salon a long time. And then prior to this, I had got my hair twisted. I don't know, you can see that video. I had my natural hair twisted. I just didn't like it because my hair is so thin, it just looked bad. It just looked bad to me. So I really love my little turbans. I hope you guys don't mind and you like them. They're cute to me. I can put my earrings back in now because I have been waiting for my CT. But yeah, your girl got her hair braided again and colored. So hey, I'm making moves. The next thing is to get these eyebrows threaded, which I have not had an opportunity to get to. I just started driving again, of course, and then it's just been a lot. It's been a lot. So now I feel like I'm rambling. So I'm going to give you your time back and thank you for yours. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like what I'm talking about, you think it's something that will benefit you when I actually figure out the direction of the channel, subscribe. So just to be honest, I know this is going to be a lifestyle channel, but it's going to be a lifestyle channel that's focusing on personal finance, because I know personal finance and I'm a CPA. I know all of this. Personal finance, health, because I've dealt with a lot of health issues for me and family, and I've been a caregiver. I'm currently a caregiver. So that includes information about the VA. I can help you navigate through the VA system if that's something that you have. My husband is a veteran. And possibly nutrition, because your girl has to lose this weight. I just got to get it off. So it's lifestyle, personal finance. I just said it. Health, personal finance, lifestyle, budgeting, forecasting, stuff like that. So anyhow, I should have written it down, but I didn't. So the next video that I make, I just did this on the spur of the moment. I'm like, I want to do a video. I will have an outline of what I'm going to talk about, so I don't ramble and I don't waste your time. Time is precious and valuable. If you don't know anything else, time is precious and valuable. Trust me on that. So again, I said I was going to give you your time back. I thank you for yours. I plan to do a video hopefully once a week, maybe every other week, depending on my schedule. Right now, my workload is pretty much zero. I'm busy every other week for payroll, end of the month for billing, and then during the week, 2 days a week, doing forecasts, which takes me literally no time at all. So anyway, it'll probably be once a week on Fridays. So I hope that you can get some value out of what I'm saying and what I know. And again, you know my target audience. So if you know someone in that target group, please share my video. Leave me things that you want me to talk about. I have an educational background as well. I've been a professor and I did substitute teaching, middle school through high school many years ago. A few years out of college, I did that even though I was still an accountant. It was in between jobs. I've passed the CBES, which is a requirement here in California in order to be a sub. I got an emergency credential. So I did teaching, but I was also a college professor. So teaching accounting. So I do have a heart for teaching. So if there is anything in those topics that you want me to talk about, budgeting, I can show you how to do a budget. I can actually do a template. I looked up how to get like screen sharing software, so I do have that. So I can do that, or I can do like a Zoom or a Microsoft Teams type thing and record it, or I can do a live, and we can do that. Um, Give you some budget templates, all free. Um, yeah, so that's where I want to go. So think about what I talked about today. If you have some comments regarding those areas of which you want me to talk about, please list them below. Please, no negative comments. If you don't like the video, please don't give it a thumbs down. Just drive on by these YouTube streets to another video. Give me some grace. I am still learning, and this is something that I want to do. And I hope you will join me on this journey. And again, I do appreciate your time and listening to me. So I want to say thank you. And that's it for now. I'll see you in the next video.